What's up, dudes? Let me ask you something real quick. Your GPS cut out, your compass started to spin, and the ocean suddenly looked wrong. Would you keep flying? Because for decades, ships and planes entered one specific patch of ocean and never came back. No wreckage, no distress calls, no explanation. So, with that, tonight we're talking about the Bermuda Triangle. Go. Also known as the Devil's Triangle in some pockets of the world, and why even modern pilots still quietly reroute around it. Let's get into it. What is up, dudes? Welcome to the Paranormal Dudes podcast, episode 85. I'm Sergio, and I haven't said this in a while, since last year. The Mexican Seth Rogen. We got Buddy here, Osk, and Jess back at it again. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're not new here and you've been here before, we love you guys. Buddy gives you a long distance hug. Consensual hug for sure.
Let's clarify that.
Let's clarify that. We had a wonderful time last time speaking on sirens. That was a scary one for me because I'm terrified of the ocean. I don't know about you guys, but I am. So when we were filming Normal Dudes, if you don't know what Normal Dudes is, you can if you join our Patreon. If you join our Patreon, you get Normal Dudes, which is behind the scenes stuff and unedited, uncensored versions of this very podcast episode you're watching now. We talk in length on disgusting things, and
Our
we don't
dark secrets.
my deepest, darkest secrets, as well as all of the cuss words that usually me and Jesse say. Oscar and Buddy don't cuss as much as we do. But other than that, did you guys experience anything since the last time we met? Anything paranormal, supernatural? It could be anything. It's more supernatural. I should say it's more, it's definitely supernatural on my end. I'll save it. Anything from you guys?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I. We're not doing the echo thing? Oh. Yeah, I did actually, and I told you guys about it, but I don't know if I want to call it paranormal. But we were supposed to have an interview that was planned for our show, and
yes,
we received news that the person that we were going to interview is no longer with us. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and actually, the night before that, I'd been having a lot of trouble. I told you guys I was having a lot of trouble sleeping. I was having a lot of insomnia. I finally caught my first night where I fell asleep. I want to say like 8:30 in the evening, and I was out till 10 the next morning. It was like crazy sleep. And I had a dream that the four of us were sitting together at a table. We were just hanging out.
What kind of table? Was it round, rectangle?
Yeah, I would say like a round table.
What?
We were just kind of sitting in this circle and we were talking. And then you guys started bringing up, did you guys hear that this person passed away? And then we were like answering like, no, yeah, I did. And what? Oh, but we didn't say a name. I didn't know what it was or nothing, but it was just weird to me that the dream went that way. And I thought, whatever.
Right.
then later that day, you guys bring this up, and I wasn't paying attention to my phone all day till I got in there and I looked and I went, "Oh my gosh!"
No,
And I had to
that's
tell you guys, I was like,
crazy, dude.
"This just happened last night. I literally just dreamed of it early this morning that we were talking about that someone had passed away, and I didn't know a name. I don't even know the person's name that we were going to interview. I kept forgetting it, but
Right.
we were just in the dream telling each other like, "Did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear?" And that's it. And it turned out he passed that night, I guess, while I was sleeping, while we were all sleeping. So that's
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
Wow.
Wild events, to be honest. We're not going to get into the details of what happened. Yes, we did have an interview lined up this month. You're probably wondering, where's the interview? We're talking about Bermuda Triangle. Well, that's the pivot we had to take. First and foremost, before we move any further, I want to say rest in peace, Armando Delgado. He was a prominent director within our community, and we're sad to hear what happened. But overall, it was definitely shocking, for sure. And I don't know. I told Sally about it, and she's like, "You're kidding me." I'm like, "No, that's kind of scary. A little bit, it kind of is. We're not saying if you're going to be interviewed by us, something's going to happen to you. That's not what we're saying. It's just been a string of weird events in the past couple of days. It just developed, and it was last 3 days, right, Jesse? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super weird. But so that same night, mine correlates relatively to the same, not necessarily surrounding what happened to Director Delgado. It was more of on my own end with the little boy. That same day when Jesse called me and gave me the information in regards to what happened, that same night, the little boy just ran past like my kitchen it looked like he was going to the front door, like if he was scared or something like that. It freaked me out. I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't like all the lights were on. It was during the day, and I saw everything. It was more of, I was sitting on the couch watching YouTube. I like watching the scammer YouTube channels. I don't know if you guys have seen them. Like Kit Boga, shout out Kit Boga. I know you probably don't watch this podcast, but I watch the shit. And the lights are off in my house, and all I see is a figure just little in, small stature, run from my kitchen or move fast. I didn't see, legs moving or anything like that. I just saw a fast figure move to the front door, and I was like, okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to continue watching Kit Boga. So that's what happened to me. Other than that, nothing abnormal happened outside of the news that Jesse shared. That's about it. Osk, you said nothing happened to you, right?
Well, I don't know if I want to share it in the general setting. I think I'm going to save it for the subscribers on Patreon.
Oh, you
It's
hear that?
a little too much for YouTube.
For YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll save it for the end. And if you're missing it, if you're going to miss out on that, you're going to miss out on that. It's your fault for not being on Patreon. But yes, we'll save Osk for the end of Normal Dudes. It's funny we call it Normal Dudes, and the shit we talk about on Normal Dudes isn't normal at all.
It's normal for us.
Yeah, it might be normal for us, maybe not normal for other people.
Any other individuals.
Any other.
In all honesty, too, like, I'm not even trying to pitch something for you to subscribe. Like, it's really something I cannot share in the normal section. Like, you guys are gonna be like
Now I
I don't
want to like finish the episode.
I'm not
we can
hyping
hear
it up.
this.
Like I'm literally being genuine. Like this is something that I don't even know how to connect this, but it's gonna be crazy. So
okay.
I'm excited to share. What the heck was
Oh my
that?
god! It's Buddy doing to you.
Oh,
He just wants to hear you tell. Well, Buddy's gonna enjoy a lot of this episode because it's you talking the whole time. So Buddy's just gonna be. Who knows? Because we can only see Buddy's head. Who knows what else
We
is
don't
going
know
on?
what's-
Jesse,
tongues of
do you
destiny.
have anything? The tongues of destiny.
Not necessarily. There's just really weird ass vibes going on in my neighborhood right now. Like it feels very weird.
The
and
vibras
eerie.
are off, is what you're saying, correct?
Yes. So I was talking to my sister today because I want to wash my door
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like it's the neighbors or something going on with the neighbors. Like my husband even got in a fight with one of the neighbors across the
What the
street,
hell?
and for him to get like, saying things, maybe I'll save that for a page.
Save it for normal dudes.
Yeah, because it's a lot of cussing. But yeah, it's just been weird. So I need to wash my door and my floors with my special, my herbs and certain stuff that you use to wash your door and stuff to keep just crap away.
Negative energy out.
Yeah, because I even feel like
say fabuloso or something.
no. Yeah, right.
Hansol.
That's gonna attract them.
No more living pledge.
I even told my husband, like, I feel like I want to start like looking for somewhere to go like as soon as the lease is up because I don't like I feel like really weird vibes here. And it's not the
Really?
house, it's like around. Like if you're in my house, it's fine. Once you step outside you can feel it. It's so weird.
It.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, just to be fair, we not necessarily here on the show or the dudes out there watching, but when we were watching GWWI, we heard you talk about that. Yeah, just a little bit that you wanted to go. Sad to hear that for sure. I can't wait to get the juicier side during Normal Dudes. Subscribe to Patreon if you want to hear what Jesse said. I'm going to keep plugging it the whole damn show. Anyway. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. We're here because we are finally talking about something I wanted to bring up on the show. And one of the funniest guys on the show is going to be hosting it. The guy that brought you Inside Farts.
Damn, I like this introduction already.
He's like, I've never been so honored.
Has performed over 18 inside farts in the past 3 months.
Successfully.
Flawlessly.
Has commanded almost every episode of 10,000 likes to do some crazy shit. Oscar is gonna take the wheel and we're just gonna sit in the back seat and let whatever happened to us happen to us. Take it, my friend.
All right. Well, it's my honor to be able to host today's topic. The Bermuda Triangle. I think we have talked about this in earlier episodes about maybe bringing this up. And this is something that we've probably heard since we were very, very little. And we don't know what the heck actually happens here. I don't know if any of you guys have ever looked into it, but just from your general knowledge of what... Go ahead.
Buddy's never been little, just to be
younger.
Let's clarify something.
Younger. But like, what do you guys remember or what? I don't even know. Like, have you guys ever looked into the Bermuda Triangle before today? Like, are you guys...
I mean, I always feel that people just got like...
For me, it was more like...
when
you're going through YouTube, you just go down the rabbit hole on YouTube and just...
Yeah.
You happen to fall on channels by accident and because it's just rolling and rolling. A Bermuda Triangle video just popped up and it was just happening to me. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm watching this.
It's happening.
Yeah. So it wasn't too detailed. It was more of anecdotal stories that happened to certain people in regards to the Bermuda Triangle. And of course, it went down the Malaysian flight as well, all that crazy shit. So, but before you jump a little further, if you're all probably wondering why we're wearing sunglasses, it's because we are taking a dive down the Bermuda Triangle. So I don't know where we would be. Jamaica's fine, right? Jamaica.
I'm down.
Buddy, it'd be like, Oscar, Jamaica me home. Let's
somewhere.
Jamaica. Wow. How can you freaking resist lines like that?
I had to do that shit. Okay. So go ahead, Oscar. Take us away.
All right.
In this tropical paradise.
So where do you, I don't know if a lot of people know where the Bermuda Triangle is, but it's in the Atlantic Ocean. If you don't know where the Atlantic Ocean, then sorry, you didn't pay attention in school.
Look it up on Google, or if you have a globe.
Yeah, look it up in your AI. But pretty much it's a triangle formed between Miami, Puerto Rico, and I mean, I have to say it's Bermuda. But if you don't know where that is, then you absolutely have to go look it up. So
yeah, of course.
I don't know. Maybe we'll share it later on. But this zone here is not just a zone out of fluke. Like, it's not just a deserted place. Like, it's one of the busiest shipping and flight paths in the world. So the biggest question that arises is, if it's so dangerous, if it's so mysterious, why is it that people keep going through there and disappearing through? Well, because they have to, right? So I think Sergio's looking up where the Bermuda Triangle is, so you guys can be able to see it on your screen.
Here it is for all you degenerates that have no idea where it is. There it is. It's literally a triangle.
It's a big portion of, like, if you're coming from like Far East, you have to pass through there, right? If you're gonna go to Cuba, all those different things, like, you have to go through there. Shoot, even when I was flying from Florida, I think it was Fort Lauderdale, I kind of passed through that peninsula of Miami. I'm getting a good look here.
Give us a real good look right here.
A good look. Why are you directing a all of a sudden?
He's like, give us a good
Let's get a real good look. What the f is Exuma? I've never heard that.
No idea, but that's where it's at, right? So how did this even start, right? Is this a flight called Flight 19? And this incident was the one that put this paranormal, supernatural, whatever you want to call it, on the map. And this happened in 1945, right? 5 Navy training planes, known as Flight 19, took off from Florida, right? The little edge right there. And they were doing something that they've always done, a routine exercise, but the only thing that changed this time was they never returned. Now, during these transmissions on the radio, the pilots reported that their compasses were malfunctioning, right? So what does that mean? They're probably spinning, or they're not, magnetic fields, all these different things. They don't know where east is, where west is, because the compasses are going crazy. And the ocean is not looking the way it's supposed to be. Now, I think that's more of a feeling that you get, right? When you look at something, or kind of, Jesse, like what you said, is like you walk outside and it just doesn't feel right? Like, just something is off, right? And I felt like we've kind of talked about this when it comes to places like when we go hiking or we've gone camping, like, where it just doesn't feel like there's just something waiting to happen, and you don't want to stick around and find out, right? But at the end of all that, their instructor pretty much said that everything looked strange, even the ocean, everything that was happening. And there was a rescue plane that was sent out after them, but that plane also vanished. And there was never any wreckage recovered. And that's pretty much what happens to anything that goes in the Bermuda Triangle. It's just never found. It's never. There's no trace.
Retrieved. There's no trace of it whatsoever.
Yeah.
So everybody has to go around that big old triangle?
No,
Yes, Jesse, like this. Hard turn in the corner, then hard turn again.
Oh my God, you're a hard turn in the corner.
What does that even mean?
You know what it means.
So I think the crazy thing is that it's not everybody that passes through that it happens to, right? Because
So
again,
people have actually passed through there?
Yeah, like it's a busy route. It's not like a forbidden like back road or something in the air. Like it's a route that people take for flights, for shipping, for cargo. I'm sure you guys seen those videos of like these cargo ships like tackling these huge waves. I don't know if you've seen those. Like, dude, that's freaking scary.
Videos.
But that's pretty much what they hit in that area because it's so active. And there's a lot more to it, and we'll probably get into it a little bit later. But something with the magnetic forces of the Earth and the atmosphere and all this stuff that create just a very rough environment to be able to pass through. All right. But let's say you guys were in Cuba or you guys were in Miami and you guys were on a boat, just like a little raft. And you guys started drifting away. And you're like pedaling, or not pedaling, but you guys are like oaring. I guess oaring. I don't know what it's called.
I wouldn't
As
be
fast as
oaring.
you
It would
can.
definitely be Sergio or you, one of you guys oaring. I'm not gonna oar.
Okay.
And you're just getting pulled deeper and deeper and deeper into the sea. Your phone shuts off and it's just quiet. And it's in the distance. What do you do?
I would start
You jump
crying.
off? Do you just
I can't swim. I
Jesse-
climb onto Buddy.
Wait. Okay, so
Is this going to Patreon?
I mean, I don't know.
You're like, screw it. Nobody's
Depending on
ever
what
gonna
your
see us
answer
again.
is. I can't swim. I'm gonna go with the biggest person to save me.
Per my sailing experience, my extensive
here
boating
we go.
experience, if I'm being pulled off into a further depth of the ocean and my paddling isn't working, you need to learn how to use the currents to your advantage. I don't know anything about boating. I can't.
Oh damn! I thought he was gonna drop some.
Yeah,
like,
I
knowledge
thought
right
he was
now.
going to take us down some knowledge
No.
road or something. And
I get
Turn
so bad
into
motion
a-
sickness that if I think of being on a boat, I start puking. So, yeah. No.
you know that's happened to me too. I think it's more because I have weird phobias of the ocean. First of all, I don't know how I would be in this situation, but
We're doing a podcast at sea.
a podcast at sea. If we were doing a podcast at sea, I'd be scared more of like sharks being in the area, or
He'd be afraid of the water more than the Bermuda Triangle.
I can
yes,
break
I
down.
would be.
I can break down that whole scenario for us right now.
No,
We're at sea doing a podcast. I have my right arm around Oscar.
here we go.
Sergio is super drunk. And Jesse, for some reason, is like
Sure.
on top of my shoulders.
Like
That's it.
and that's it. I mean, whatever happens, happens. I guess.
Sergio's gonna fall drunk off the damn boat.
You know, if I was in, say, the Bermuda Triangle, something like that were to happen. So I've heard so many things about the Bermuda Triangle, that there's a vortex there, or a black hole that'll send you to another dimension, and all of the kit and caboodle, pretty much the upside down of Stranger Things in the water. If that were to happen, I don't know, dude. It's because who knows? Who knows what happens when these instances occur and where you end up. My only hope is I end up somewhere cool. That's about it. That's the only thing I hope for. Because I don't even know if we'd be on a raft or anything like that. Because, well, we really don't know what happens to all these.
Isn't that what happens in Moana? When we go down into like
Moana's in Hawaii, Jesse. That's in the Pacific Ocean.
The other side of the.
I'm just saying that they go into like.
Lil Rob, that's a shout out to you.
Lil Rob.
Yeah, yes. Hello.
Lil Rob watches our shit.
Specific, to be specific. I'm just saying because it's like
Jesse?
Ice. I'm anemic. I'm deficient.
Really I like eating ice.
But you know, you brought something up, Sergio, that kind of like.
Don't they go like in a thing and then?
What's that, buddy?
Well, you were talking about like there's like a vortex or something within the Bermuda Triangle, and
yeah,
I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's a story of a what would you call it, an airliner that went through the Bermuda Triangle, and like Oscar said, it disappeared. And then flash forward, all of a sudden, this story says that an airport started getting radio transmissions from an aircraft. And they couldn't figure out where it was from or who it was. And they were saying, we're coming in. They landed, and the aircraft landed, and it was an aircraft that was way out of its time. Like, there's no way that airplane should be up. And all the people got off the airplane, and the pilots were trying to explain, the people were explaining, somehow that airplane went missing for 30 years or something like that. It was like a big amount of time.
Is that a Netflix show?
There is a show about it. But there's a story about that, about the Bermuda Triangle.
Right. It's like a true story. Yeah.
Yeah. And they can't figure out where these people came from. The clothing that they were in was not from the right area. Outdated. The plane was not from the right area. And then the people were confused because they never experienced that shift in time. Yeah. It was for them. It was just the normal flight all the way through. So that's kind of interesting. You said like a vortex in there. Like, is it an upside down? Is it like a... How does Dustin explain it, you know? A paradox in time, like they crossed a certain way or something? Like, what is it? You know, there's got to be a fold there, a rift. I don't know. I just thought of that when you said that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've seen so many different theories and hypotheses over what happens at the Bermuda Triangle. Are aliens involved? I've seen crazy videos of that Malaysian flight. Have you guys seen those videos?
No.
With the Malaysian flight, that circling the Malaysian flight are flying saucers. There's like 3 of them just going around the flight like this. It's so weird. And, you know, at certain times, because I'm a giant nerd, I love all of the interdimensional stuff. And as Buddy pointed out, the rifts or how I said the vortex. But when it comes to the Bermuda Triangle, I've always kind of steered clear from it because it's almost like there's so many corroboration that it's a little too real. Because in my mind, I want to make believe that interdimensional travel or anything of that sort is, you know, science fiction. But this makes it real. And it being real and tangible is scary to me. Yes, I'm a giant weenie. I have a paranormal, you know, I'm on a paranormal podcast, whatever. And I've heard so many different, like I said, theories and stuff like that. But I'm interested to hear amongst the 3 of you what you've heard, what the Bermuda Triangle really is.
I mean, to start off for me, the biggest, I guess, theory is that it's just like this black hole where things go in, they never come out. And
black hole theory? Okay.
Yeah. That it's like
like they're just lost in time and space and that's it? Like there's no destination?
Yeah, like it's just like you go in there and if you come out, you come out, but that's not up to you. And you're just kind of like in a loop because it's like...
So do you think there's like a cosmic being in control of all of this? that's deciding whether you come back or not, or it's just more of a force of nature, or I should say force of cosmos?
See, like even that I can't even like comprehend.
Yeah, same here.
something
That's why
just like but once like I mean all the reports of like things just like electronic systems going down, magnetic things that have no electricity but like they're just going haywire. Like there's something there, right? We just don't know. It can be deep within. It could be something that's coming from like the core of the earth that is connected to some other planet light years away. Like, and they're just getting zapped over there. I don't know. Like,
you know what though? It's fun. So outside of what we're speaking on today, I've never like followed someone studying I'm sure there's a few people that study the Bermuda Triangle and try to understand it. And this is mi tarea. I'm going to take a look at it and really try to understand what all of their research is, because it's fascinating, but it's also confusing at the same time. What about you, Bud and Jess?
I've always heard, or like when I'm talking about it, like with my group of friends, it's always been like,
Guess we're not her friends, guys.
No. Like, I mean,
no new
like,
friends.
No new friends.
Like my real friends.
like my real group of friends that I talk to all the time. No. Just like in group settings with different with friends that I usually hang out with, we usually talk about it like as like dimensions, like because we always say like, of course we're talking about like psychics and supernatural and witchy stuff, right? So
right,
we always talk about the theory of it being they're going to different dimensions because dimensions are known to stack up. And so, and goes like sideways. So we always feel like, or side by side, shall I say. So I always would think that they're going into other dimensions, not necessarily like up in space or alien, but just like another place and time.
Like an alternate reality. That's interesting. So to touch on Buddy's story about that flight that landed and everything's outdated as far as the tech and the people with their garb or their clothes that they're wearing, to touch on that, do you think that they continued on their flight and everything was normal, they lived their life or whatever, and then they got back on the flight and they came back into our dimension? Like how, or do you think they were just flying and their simulation was that they were flying that entire time for 30 years and they didn't even know it?
I think that because it's a different dimension, it's okay. Because time for us is our time right now, but if we're on other dimensions, it's time does not that it doesn't exist, but it's like,
I mean, it's unknowable. It's unknowable.
Right?
Yeah, it's a different measurement. Yeah,
right.
Sure.
So I think that just because like they're skipping through dimensions, they wouldn't necessarily know the concept of time or the concept of the time that they're in.
I see.
And then because of the energy and the how the electrical crap affects it or whatever, I think that if they did go into another, it makes sense to me that they would disappear or quote unquote go into another dimension, but then just not have any memory, because it makes sense they wouldn't have memory of time, because like we said before, it's how do you measure time that you don't know of a dimension?
I get that. By you, what do you think?
Honestly, I have never looked into the Bermuda Triangle. Just heard the stories of stuff disappears there, and that's it. I've never looked into why. Maybe caught some specials like documentaries about it, but didn't really pay attention. The only thing that stuck to me was that story of that airplane disappearing and reappearing years later in present time. So that's really the only thing I know. So everything you guys are talking about is like new to me right now.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat, to be honest, because I haven't made a conscious decision to sit there and be like, I'm going to learn about the Bermuda Triangle today. So it's just a weird. There's so, like I said before, there's tons of speculation and a lot of skeptics too when it comes to that. So I ask, did you have anything on skeptics?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that say like, oh, it's because the weather there and how the air and the storms and that's where hurricanes are and all that stuff. Or people saying that things disappear because human error, being at sea for so long, flying for so long over the ocean, you get like some of like a highway hypnosis in the air and like they just plummet. They blame all the compass stuff, electrical things on like the magnetic fields, but it's still like like we can go back to that episode where we talked about those occurrences in national parks, right? If it was like one or two, it's like okay, whatever. But then it becomes a couple
multiple
cases, same things happening, and it's just confirming the same thing that is going on. Then I feel like that's where things get a little bit uneasy, uncomfortable, right? Like thinking about that. So, but some of the theories and the strangeness, and we kind of already talked about some of them, is that some of the most talked theories, I would say, is where ships actually slip into different time, right? It's kind of like what Jesse said. You go into a different dimension. They have no idea because that's not even a thought for them. They think they're just doing what they were doing. And then they show up, right? Or they just disappear somewhere else. Another one is underwater structures, right? Having massive formations beneath the ocean floor. And some of it is claimed to have ancient technology. And we've kind of touched base on that on some other episodes with certain things that were created back in the ancient times that were used to communicate with aliens, right? And how it was like all those different things. Triangle, the triangle talks about UFO activity, which we already spoke about with Malaysian Airlines.
Which I found the video, by the way.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
I'll share that after.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that video is a trip. And then lastly, something that I think everybody kind of knows about is Atlantis, right? Some people think that Atlantis is there and that energy is still there. So it disrupts the reality within that triangle. So the question is, what if the Bermuda Triangle isn't an actual place, but a doorway to something else? And anybody that goes through there goes to a different dimension.
I think that's a highly likely possibility. It's kind of like what Jesse said. I think it's for sure, without a doubt, because it's just strange that, like you said, there's multiple cases and they all kind of have similar. I'm not going to say the same. They have similar stories. When it comes to the people that do quote unquote survive any Bermuda Triangle event. From what I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody in the comments or you guys, the Malaysian flight, it didn't make it back, right? They never found it?
No.
Or did they find pieces? Okay. So here's the video, the one I was referring to. So context, it's 2 UFOs that are circling the plane. This is nuts. It's pretty nutty. You guys ready for this? I'll wait for Buddy to will out. He reversed back. Okay. There's no audio because there's a guy talking and I don't want, so it's just going to be us. You see that, right? You see, it is 3 actually going around the plane. nuts. Absolutely nuts. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's creepy.
What do you guys think about that video?
It's scary, dude. That
And it
there's something
just
like that.
flashed and disappeared. You saw that?
How did they even get that video though? That's my question. Was it another plane?
I mean, there's ways, another plane, a satellite. There's different ways to get it. Yes, what do you think?
It's wild.
Wait. Go for it, Oscar.
Just knowing that that's possible inside our world is like, well, so what the heck is in here? We don't know about it.
I mean, I feel like why wouldn't it? Like, our world is so huge. Like, why wouldn't something like that happen? I just think we just haven't. It's been like just being more and more exposed as the years progress. Like, it's not. I feel like it's always been there. To me, seeing something like that, it's more realistic than something just disappearing. Like, if it was flying and it just disappeared, I would have been like, what the heck? But with that circling, like, I feel like it makes more sense that it disappeared.
You're right, though, because just saying something disappeared is honestly kind of lazy. And if people just want to chalk it up to it just disappearing, sure, fine, whatever. But to really sit there and think that it just disappeared for the sake of disappearing is kind of moronic if you really think about it. And thinking outside of the box and really understanding that our universe is huge. And beyond that, there's other universes. So why wouldn't there be an existence of anything else out there? I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but lately I've been seeing more and more videos of UFOs out there. I don't know if it's been the same for you guys.
Yeah. But I feel like it's been like, I feel like there's always been, but it's just we don't have the technology to capture it as much as we do now. But I feel like it's always been active like that.
What do you guys think? But
I agree with Jesse. I think like it's always been there. And like the technology wise, we've had phones for a long time, but we're now like in a generation where anything happens and people don't react the same as they did 15 years ago. Like 10 years ago, you would have seen something like that and been like, whoa, look at that. And now it's more like, whoa, look at that. And you pick up your phone and start recording.
Yeah.
So I think
that's true.
I think it's always been there. And now we're just in a culture and just in a generation where we want to record everything with our phones. So now it's coming more to light to people because we have the internet to be able to see all these things. So yeah, it's very possible it's always been there, like Jesse said.
Definitely. Well, I'm glad you said that, buddy, because this is a nice little segue into a video I want to share with you guys. Just like you said, we're in the day and age of recording everything. You just pull out your phone and whatever's happening to you, record it. So this guy did the same. Check this out.
A UFO after it followed him into the desert.
Buddy, listen, I'm not scared of you, man. I'm not scared. You can follow me. I don't care.
It's using
I'm not scared of you. I know you can probably hear me. Your crazy cameras are probably zooming in on my face. I am not scared of you. You've been following me for 45 minutes.
See that shit?
If you were going to hurt me, you would have done it by now.
This video is way too long to be a...
I'm harmless, dude. I'm out here on a walk by myself, middle of the desert. Why are you following me?
What are those little orbs that sit there?
Why me? I have nothing. I have no weapons. All I have is this phone, and I'm taking a video. invisible. Look, there's cars over there. I can still see you on this video, and I'm posting this on TikTok later. You're not scaring me. I ain't scared, man. You
How is
obviously
this
don't want to hurt
not
me.
on the news?
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Those
What are you gonna do?
balls still there?
Let me go home.
Stay
That's all I
weird,
want.
yo.
Just let me go home.
This man.
What do you think about that video?
Who's that little ball? Like it's
I don't know.
freaking communicator, like on Earth, on like you know. how
Maybe, or maybe it's a recording device or a giant. We'll never know.
it looks like a little jellyfish almost.
Yeah,
Could be like a landing craft.
could be.
Because that
I'm
ship
skeptic
that was up there
to
looked
this video.
huge.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say, Oscar?
So I'm kind of like not believing that video.
Why?
The movement of the camera is a little off for me. I'm not saying
Like
what's
it's
in the
AI?
sky is. Yeah, no. I wouldn't say completely AI, but it just looks like it's fixed in the certain spot, and it's just like I don't even know how to say that motion, but just imagine like your phone is on a sphere and you're moving it. Like it just doesn't. It's not moving front or back. It's just kind of like oscillating.
The UFO itself, or what are you referring
No,
to?
the guy recording.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like it doesn't feel natural. Like it's a
Yeah,
person holding it.
unless I mean this could be something that possibly was like image stabilization. I know galaxies have
Yeah,
that.
I
And it
mean-
makes it look like that. So it could be that.
Probably. I mean, it's possible. I mean, whether you want to chalk it up as fake or real, it's out there, dude. Like,
Yeah.
there's a part because of all the things that's happened to myself, to Buddy, to Jesse, because of the nature where we grew up. It's just very prevalent and present all of the time. When I see videos like that, I don't instantly say no, that's not true, because I've experienced it. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm numb to it, but I will sit there and say, yeah, okay, yeah, that
It's possible.
it's very, yeah, sure.
You're more
it
open
happens.
to say, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when you experience the things that we've experienced living out in the
Illinois.
desert in the middle of nowhere, in the small town that we grew up in. And because I think even though there's like the Battle of Los Angeles, or all the stuff that's happened out here in Vegas, I feel that in a big metropolitan area, I don't know if it has anything to do with light pollution, but I don't know if people in Los Angeles are constantly looking up in the sky, because I feel when you're out in the desert or in a small rural area,
The sky's
town
more
like we grew up,
clear.
the sky's more clear. Number one, very true, Jesse. And number two, you're looking up in the sky a lot when you live out there.
Yeah.
Because there's no, skyscrapers or things from the city that are ruining your view. You're just looking, and you look off into the distance a lot when you live out in the area that we grew up, Calexico, California. Shout out to anybody watching from Calexico, California. What up? What up? But I don't know. And the correlation between the two, Bermuda Triangle and all the UFOs and interdimensional travel and vortexes, I think all of it aligns, and I think it's true to me. You could make your own hypothesis and what you feel is correct down in the comments, and that's what we love to hear from you guys. Whether it's super outlandish or something a little more grounded than anybody else, which is fine as well. Did you have Anything else, Oscar, for the Bermuda's triangles?
2 more things. 10,000 likes, and I will go to the Bermuda Triangle and figure it out.
Naked.
On a raft.
I'll be there with him.
Buddy's like, not for the Bermuda Triangle.
He's like, we're gonna make our own dimensions.
Oh,
We'll go out there and we'll get lost in each other's eyes.
Oh my
Wow. How can you resist that?
And that same UFO is going to show up cloaked above you guys just watching.
I know.
Check out these dudes right here.
So speaking of cloaked, and this last thing, we'll wrap it up here, is that what makes it even more creepier is that all these reports still haven't stopped, right? People that are still flying through there are reporting, not super publicly, but, you know, through the, what do they say? The grapevines. Seeing lights rising from the oceans, right? Their instrument clusters resetting after passing through the area and feeling like they lost time mid-flight. I know we talked about this about a couple episodes ago about we drive somewhere and we just like, whoa. And we're like, wait, like we just like, we don't even know how much time just passed, but time passed.
Right.
Right. So that same feeling.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's really open to, and just like you guys said, like it's something that, that I'm definitely going to dive into a lot more and just nerd out on it, because it's been a topic that has always been there throughout my life. It's been said by so many people, but I've never really like went down into like the depths of everything. Like,
like a giant rabbit hole of the Bermuda Triangle. I don't think any of us really have, and I think we're barely scratching the surface of the theories and everything behind the supernatural of the Bermuda Triangle. And I think we could have a Bermuda Triangle part 2 once we go through our own individual rabbit holes. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Well, thank you, Osk, for sharing the Bermuda Triangle. This is the first time we talked about it on this podcast. Yes, other people may have already talked about it on YouTube or on some other podcast, but guess what? They're not the Paranormal Dudes.
Yeah,
okay?
Who cares if they talked about it?
Yeah, who cares? So, we've come to my favorite part of our new episodes of 2026. It is the role-playing of Paranormal Dudes. Hope you guys are ready. Sergio, you know what to do. Bring down the lights and cue the music as Oscar.
And Buddy looks at naked pictures of Oscar.
Okay. You guys ready for this?
Go for it. Ready.
The ocean below you changes color as you're flying over. The four of you are flying over in an airplane, a small airplane, not a huge one. It's just the four of us. It's deep blue to black, like oil. Clouds above you don't move; they stretch. Radio crackles, then a voice cuts right through the static. You're not where you think you are. And silence, all four of us. No signal source, no channel ID, just a voice. Here comes the decision time to see who makes it out of this alive. Do you A, try to radio back, B, change at altitude? By the way, Buddy's flying. I don't know why Buddy's flying, but he's flying. C, turn the plane, or D, maintain course. And we're right behind Buddy when this is happening because we heard the transmission. What do we all urge Buddy to do? And then Buddy can come up with his own conclusion at the end. I say, buddy, try to radio back and ask him, what did he say? Because I didn't hear him.
Keep going. Stay flight. Stay on course.
That's what you're going to say? Okay. Jesse?
Let's look for an alternate route.
Okay. Buddy, what's your ultimate decision after hearing the three of us?
What time of the day is it?
It's night. It goes from day to night. We're in night now.
Okay, we're in night now. I would probably want to stay the course.
Are you would you radio back, or you just would ignore me? If you ignored me, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. It's fine.
So, yeah, I mean, naturally, I think if I was flying a plane, I would try and radio back, but I would stay the course that I was flying, try and keep it as straight as possible.
Okay. Perfect. So no matter what you choose, all of us, the clouds close in. Not storm clouds, fog clouds. White, thick, silent. The engines go quiet. Not off, but muted. Like you're underwater almost. Then the fog clears a little, and the ocean is gone. Below you is nothing. Not sky, not sea, not clouds, just black. With slow-moving lights beneath it, like a city almost, under an invisible surface. Massive geometric shapes move far below. Not buildings, not natural formations, something structured, almost ancient-like. Your radar lights up, but it's not showing objects. It's showing movement patterns, circles, spirals, vertical motions. Something rises from the black. Not a craft, not a creature, a distortion. Like reality folding upward. The lights below respond. They pulse. The aircraft begins losing altitude. Slowly, like it's being pulled towards it. Not falling. Next, do you cut the engines? Do we tell Buddy to cut the engines? Full throttle climb, send distress signal, or follow the lights? What do you suggest to Buddy?
Damn. I
Let's
say
try
go
and
straight
fight
to
it.
the light.
No, let's get away. Try and get away from the light.
I thought, Jesse, at first, did you say let's try to fight it? You putazos or what?
No, like try to fight the pool. Like
Oh,
let's
the
try-
pool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your suggestion, Osk?
Let's just go straight to it. Full
Straight to
throttle.
it? I would say follow the lights like a stupid little fish, just following the lights. Buddy, what's your ultimate decision after we give you our suggestions?
I'll be changing my radio frequency to 121.5 megahertz. I'll be calling a distress signal, and I'll full throttle away from it.
Okay. As we pull and try, Buddy's pulling as hard as he can. Like he's never pulled something in his life ever. And an up and down motion. And the plane is kind of satisfied a little bit.
The joystick of the plane.
Yes, the joystick of the plane. Time stutters. You hear your own voices, delayed, echoing, layered. The cockpit glass shows reflections that aren't yours. Different versions of you. Oh, hell no. This is already
Otra vez.
scaring me a little. Older, younger, wearing different clothes, different planes, different eras. One reflection mouths a word, and it's Buddy, his own reflection saying, "Don't." The black below opens, not like a hole, but like a door. Here's the final moment. Your instruments all reset at once, zeroed, blank, silent. The one coordinate appears, 0, 0, 0. Null point. The place on maps that don't exist. the artifact lurches hard and everything goes white. Didn't matter what we decided. All stuck in this dimension. I didn't say we're just living in this alternate dimension with our the echoes of ourselves, and that's where we stop. So yeah, I honestly after
so
that
we're stuck in a dimension with a bunch of different Sergos from different times.
Not just me. If it was just me, I think everybody would probably unalive themselves. If that were the case.
By the way,
including myself.
You're all lucky. I was flying.
He had to take off his glasses for that. So, you dudes out there in the comments or wherever it is that you are on whatever platform, we want to hear you guys what you would ultimately try to do, help Buddy, or if you're in Buddy's position, what you would try to do to alter the course. But that was, what'd you guys think about that one?
I'm happy I survived. This is the first story I survived. I've done all the other ones.
Yeah.
That's true.
We survived, but we survived in an alternate dimension. Chin.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Come. That goes on the Patreon.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining our Bermuda Triangle episode. We've been wanting to discuss this. We will have a follow-up episode sometime in the future. We don't know when. After we go down our own individual rabbit holes when it comes to the Bermuda Triangle. Let us know in the comments if you are well-versed in the Bermuda Triangle, or maybe you had no idea what the hell that is. Maybe you didn't even know that it was a triangle. You thought it was just the name. Let us know in the comments what you thought, ultimately at the end of the day. Before we go, I do want to say we are working on our calendar for next month. So if you would like to know what topics we're going to talk about in February, head on over to Patreon and subscribe. You'll get exclusive access to our monthly calendar, and you'll get to know what we're going to be talking about. And if you want us to discuss a certain topic or a certain entity or whatever it is you want to talk about, whether it's supernatural, paranormal, please leave it in the comments and let us know what you guys want to hear about on our show. We'll discuss it. And of course, I'll build a role-playing story behind it and see if we survive or if Buddy gets unalived again. We'll find out. But yeah, you guys have anything for our dudes before we bid them farewell?
Subscribe to the Patreon to hear what I gotta say after this.
Yeah, we're about to talk about what he said at the beginning. So if you want to hear about that, make sure you jump on Patreon to go check it out. Jesse, do what you got for the dudes out there.
Subscribe. Thank you for listening, and share this amazing podcast with the world. Don't keep us a secret.
And Jesse's social battery is almost empty because she's done 2 podcasts back to back tonight. So.
I know.
Booty, what you got, Booty?
He's like,
subscribe to our channel, subscribe to the Patreon, and if you pay attention, I just realized that I look like a surprised raccoon with a reflection in my eyes.
Oh
yeah, he does. He does.
What the hell?
Oh my gosh. Well, dudes, thank you so much for joining us. We will catch you on the next one. Catch you later, dudes.